for tuning in and watching. I just wanted to do another video about my second week at my GP placement and what I've been up to in between. So as I said in my previous vlog from last week, my mentor told me that I was going to have my very own clinic on Monday. This was my the first clinic I've ever done completely alone, completely working autonomously. First time I've ever looked after patients by myself without the supervision of my mentor. It was amazing. So, where do I even start with this? So I had my own clinic, and firstly, it's amazing that I've actually got my own login for a computer. You know, some of you might know as a student nurse, they don't give you these things. You have to sort of use your mentor's login for the computer if you want to look up guidelines and things like that. So it was amazing that not only did I have a login for the computer to log into and look up all the guidelines, policies, things like that, but I had my very own clinic up there. I had this little, on the screen, like a little virtual waiting room, and I had my patients in there, and it said Claire Carmichael, student nurse, and I had all my patients, and this probably made my day. It was so good. So my first patients I had was a new family to the practice, and my mentor, this was actually a bonus patient that I saw of the day, because in the morning I should have been seeing blood pressures and in the afternoon I had the asthma clinic. So my mentor said, there's this family coming in, completely new to the practice, would you do the health check? I was like, what do I need to do? I said, I'll do anything. You tell me what to do and I will do it, but please can I just make a list, show me how to do it on the system, and that's it, done, I'll do anything. So I made my little list. She went through it on the computer system, literally just have to go through the template for the health check, doing the height, weight, blood pressure, past medical history, all of that, taking a proper history from them. Again, something I haven't done on placement. I haven't taken a proper history from a patient, so this for me was just amazing. So I was really excited to do that. I had my patients, called them in, explained a bit about the surgery and the times that they open, what doctors and nurses were on each day, what to do if they want an appointment in the day. And they were lovely, they were so nice, and you know what? I had an easy ride, because these patients, they didn't have any medical history, they didn't have any problems, their blood pressure was brilliant, their BMI was brilliant, they eat a lot of fruit and vegetables already, they do a lot of walking, they're quite active. I was just like, it was the perfect patient, and I discovered that I really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed gathering all that information, because they were new to the thing and gathering all these pieces of information and slotting them in. I really enjoyed doing that initial assessment. This was really good, and it's something new that I've learned. Fantastic. And yeah, that's all I can say about that really. So then my next lot of patients, I had the blood pressures and the asthmas, which it all went really well. I said I was going to make a list, and I made a list of all the check things that I had to do, and I didn't miss anything. And I had a couple that I had to just go and just see the doctor about, but apart from that I had no problems. It was amazing. So I'm hoping I've done my mentor proud. I've had good feedback so far, and this was just amazing. Hopefully I can keep it up. And then on Tuesday I had the baby immunisations again. And you know what, it was completely different to the week before. The week before, I said this in my previous video, it broke my heart to see these babies crying because they've had the immunisations. But the two that we did see in the morning, we had a really young baby. She didn't even cry. She injected her, and there was just nothing. I think she was going to, but then we all made such a fuss. We were like, yeah, good girl, blah, 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 blah. I think the baby just forgot about it. I have no idea, but that baby was solid. She is going to be a trooper when she's older. And then the next patient was a little bit older. It was for the preschool boosters. And I thought, oh, I haven't seen this yet. I've seen babies, but I haven't seen an older sort of child. I think she was three and a bit. So that was really interesting. I was thinking, oh, she's going to cry. How's she going to take it? And to see the communication as well between my mentor and the child was really good, like really positive experience. And again, she was so brave. I was like, oh my god. She injected the booster into her arm. She didn't even flinch. She had one in each arm. She didn't even flinch, and I was just there like, I was waiting for it. I was like, oh, no, she was fantastic. I was like, wow. I was like, you've been a big brave girl. You've been so good. And then she got a sticker for being brave. But no, they got stickers because they were so brave, and she was so good. I couldn't believe. It made me so proud. I was so proud of the patients. I was like, oh, and I really took something away from that day. It was a completely different experience to the day before, so it's really good. Even though you have these clinics, obviously there's baby immunisations every Tuesday, and you have your blood pressure clinics, your asthma clinics, completely different experience every single week, and that's what I love about general practice nursing. So after my baby immunisations, I don't know if I've said this yet, but I've applied for the HARS scholarship. What is HARS scholarship? HARS scholarship is basically, I was recognised as, it's basically, HARS stands for High Achiever Recognition Scheme. And because in first year, all of my grades, apart from my very first assignment, which was 55%, shocking, I know, but I improved, I built on it, I got 75% in my next one. So because continuously throughout the year I've aimed high, and I've got 68% plus continuously throughout the year, BCU put you into this High Achievers Recognition Scheme, HARS scheme. And through that we go to different workshops to build on your leadership skills, presentation skills, all of those sort of things. So I'm booked into a few workshops now. I haven't actually done any yet. I'm really excited. My first one's on Wednesday, so I'll be really excited to vlog all about that and what I got from it. So we get put into all these workshops, which are fantastic. They sound amazing. Literally the whole scheme is for me. This scheme is for me. Some people might look at it and think, well, I don't need leadership skills. Do you know what? I need it all. I mean, I need everything I can to build and develop myself personally, and I'm already doing it, and any extra help, I am taking it, so thank you so much. But basically, the HARS scholarship, it's a £2,500 scholarship that you apply for, and the money that you will get if successful, you have to use on your personal development. Fantastic! So during the HARS event, when they told us all this, they said you'll get £2,500 for your person. I was like this, yes, tick, 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 tick. I've got all these things that I want to do with that money. Give it to me. I need this. So I mean, I had a massive list. I went on and on and on. And part of the application process, you have to do a 5-minute video explaining what you're going to do with the money. And my videos were so long. I had to cut that video down so much because I was saying that I wanted to do this and this and this. I wanted to create this. I was like, whoa, what am I going to do? I need to cut this down. So I narrowed it down to my main points, which in theory in return is going to hopefully help you guys, help the students, inspire students, motivate students, because I want the money to give back. I want to give back to BCU. I want to give back to students. And for me personally, in my own personal development, it's building those leadership skills that I'm going to need as a nurse. So it's a win-win situation for everybody. So fingers crossed, guys, praying that I get this scholarship because it's going to be so beneficial to me, to students, to everybody. Fingers crossed, that's all I can say about it. I find out next week, so next week's vlog will hopefully be a positive one and not a, oh, I didn't get it. But if I didn't get it, do you know what? It doesn't matter. I'm here, I'm still going to do it. It's just going to take me a bit longer to get where I want to be, but that's fine. Anyway, so now the really exciting part of my week, Wednesday, was the General Practice Nursing Conference. I registered for this a while back. I wasn't too sure whether to go, if I could go, if it would be a benefit to me as a student nurse because I'm not qualified yet. But you know what? I had an amazing day. You've got no idea how much fun I had at that conference and how much I took away from it. Oh, and the week before the conference, I had an email asking me to do a short talk at the conference, which I was like, oh my god, can I do this? Yes, I can do this. So initially I was like, yes, please let me do this. I can do this. This is what I'm going to say. This is what I can say. And it was all fine. And then obviously I was nervous. I was so nervous for it. And It's something I really need more exposure to, is public speaking. The more exposure I have, I'm going to get more confident with it. But it made me nervous. But you know what? I'm really proud of myself. I'm going to say this. I am proud of myself because I got through it. Before I started nursing, I would never have done anything like that. If anyone said to me, right, you've got to get up in front of all these people, you've got to do this talk, I would have said, no, not a chance. I'm sorry, I can't attend, I'm sick. No, I would never have done it before. So the fact that I did it, I got up on stage, I did it, I smashed it, even though I was nervous, I did it, and it was great, and it wasn't as bad as I thought, and it was so nice to actually look into the audience of people, and people were like nodding and agreeing with things that I was saying, so that was really, really nice. And I got a laugh to start with. Oh, I had a fantastic icebreaker, which was not intentional, but now it might be. So basically on Wednesday, it was World Awareness for Down Syndrome Day, and you had to wear odd socks. So I had this WhatsApp message, wear odd socks because it's World Down Syndrome Day, national awareness. Okay, no problem, got my trousers on, no one's going to see my odd socks, fine. Put my odd socks on, just before getting on stage, they're like, yeah, there's a sofa there so you can sit down. Sit down, what? My odd socks are on show in front of all these people. And so I sat down, I was like, hi, my name's Claire Carmichael, second year student nurse, have to apologise now, I've got odd socks on. And luckily it was a great icebreaker, everybody laughed at me, which was great. So now I'm going to have to keep this up, I'm going to have to wear odd socks every time I present and just tell people about it, just as an icebreaker. But no, I've talked way too much about that. So it was a fantastic talk. Loved it. The whole day was amazing. They had these different workshops on, and it was all about getting students into general practice nursing. There's this big 10-point action plan, get the students into nursing, encouraging GPs to open their doors to us students, and erasing this stigma that it's for an old person, it's where you retire to. No, it's not. It's fantastic. I've never worked so hard in all my life at general practice. So if you're a student watching this, think about general practice nursing as a placement. It's fantastic. You will get so much experience from it. Please do it. So I definitely took a lot from that day. I got so much experience, took so much knowledge from it, back home to my mentor, told her all about it because I was so excited. What else? The free food! Oh my god, there was so much free food. That spread at lunchtime was amazing. Whoever put that on, whoever funded that, fantastic. I will be back next year just for the lunch. Because there was different sandwiches, all varieties of sandwiches, not just one type, not just ham or chicken or cheese. There was everything. There was like these tikkas and these fancy ones, and then there was wraps, not just a sandwich, you could have a wrap. Where do you get these things? There was bowls of crisps, there was pickles, there was salads, there was salmon, there was quiches. I was just there like, oh, I filled my plate up, of course I did. And then at the end there was these chocolate pots, these little chocolate desserts with strawberry on, and then there was fruit salad if you wanted a healthy option. Fantastic. There was a hot beverage machine of all different coffees and hot chocolate, tea. There was fridges stocked of Fanta, Coca-Cola, water, orange juice, apple juice, you name it, you could have it, and it was stocked constantly all day. So whoever put this on, fantastic, thank you so much. I had an amazing lunch, I had amazing snacks, there was cake and biscuits and fruit throughout the day. Fantastic. If anyone is decided not to go to this GP conference, go for it for the snacks, the food and the beverages. Fantastic. And then Thursday I just worked with my mentor for the day. We saw a variety of patients, from diabetes and the foot checks to asthma checks, children, adults, all different things we saw. It's amazing. I just love every day and how different every single day is and every patient is. It's fantastic. What else did I do on Thursday? Oh, I phoned people. So obviously anyone that works in general practice knows the quality framework, and we have to get all the asthma patients in, all the blood pressure patients in for the annual review every single year, and they have a tough time. They really have a tough time getting patients to attend these appointments. So I was on the duty that day. I had the list and I phoned the patients, booked them into my own clinic. So I was like, come on, you've got to have your blood pressure checks, come on in, come and see me, it's going to be great, it's going to be fantastic, we'll have a lovely time. But I phoned all the patients, trying to book them in, left voicemails for the people that I couldn't get hold of. And yeah, so I did that for the afternoon. That's really great experience, you know, it's telephone communication. So I've got a new experience behind me of telephone communicating with people and how to talk to people over the telephone, gaining that confidentiality, checking it's the right patient you're speaking to. It's fantastic. And then I finished at about 4 o'clock, I think, on Thursday. Yeah, 4 o'clock Thursday. Went home, chilled out, fell asleep. I sleep so well. I need to say this now. I sleep so well. Do you know how amazing it is loving your placement and enjoying every moment and working so hard throughout the day? I get a really good night's sleep knowing that my day is complete. That day has come to an end. There's no patients that I've left behind that needed something. There's no buzzers going off. There's no relatives coming in wondering what's going on with their mom. There's nothing that you've left for the night shift, so you're worrying about that. Compared to the wards, it's a whole new experience. It's amazing. I get such a great night's sleep. There's nothing keeping me awake at night because I know I've done a great job for every single patient in my day, and it's complete. It's a closed book. Fantastic. And then Friday come. So Friday I went with the doctor because my mentor doesn't work Fridays. I sat with the doctor. We saw a variety of patients again, from children to adults, completely different things. Some for knees, some for the cough and cold, some for ear infections. I just love it. I just love everything. I can't say how much I love general practice enough because I genuinely do. I love working with the doctor. I love seeing that side of things. I love working with my mentor. I love seeing that side of things. I love seeing the reception side of things and calling people. It's fantastic. And then I left a little bit early so that I could go to my careers interview at BCU, which was amazing. I booked in with Alex Carroll. Any BCU students watching this, if you have your careers appointment, please don't worry. It sounds scary because of the title interview. It scares me. So I was wondering what is going to happen in this interview. So, and it was great. We had a great chat. It's very relaxed. It's very informal. You're going to have an amazing time and you're going to learn actually more than you think, because I went thinking I've got a careers interview but I know what I want to do. I know I want to work in general practice. I want to be a general practice nurse. But when you go in there, it's completely different, and it just opens a whole new, well, actually, okay, how can you be the best that you can be? How can we get you there? What can you do between now and then to make you the best that you can be? And another part of something that I wanted to do when I qualify is to go into some sort of health education as well as doing my general practice nursing, because I love, at the minute, hopefully motivating students and inspiring students, and I just love helping other students get by. And that's something I know when I qualify it's going to break my heart that I'm not going to be able to do that anymore, because I'm not a student anymore. I can't. So I'm looking into doing something that's going to give back to students still. So it was all about yesterday how I'm going to get there, what I'm going to do to get there. Are there any things that I can do extra between now and qualifying to help me get there? So it was really interesting. I've had a fabulous time with Alex. So please don't be afraid. Go in open-minded, have as many ideas as you can where you want to be in 5 years' time, and you'll be amazing. You're going to love it. Don't stress, don't worry about it, don't panic. It's very relaxed, informal. Wear your own clothes. You don't need to take anything with you. And just sit and have a chat with one of the guys, or the girls, sorry, guys or girls. Go and speak to them because they're all fantastic. So yeah, so that's my day. Today is Saturday, and I'm gonna, for the rest of the day, I'm going to revise. I'm gonna revise and revise and revise because I've got an exam, and revision is taking over my life. I've made flashcards. I showed you my flashcards last week. I take them everywhere. I take them to placement with me so I can read them on the bus. I can read them in my car if I've got the car. I can read them in between patients if I'm sat waiting for patients or a patient hasn't turned up, so I can go through them. Just revise. That's all I can. Any of the students watching this, you've got an exam, just revise. It's all you can do. I'll probably do a vlog at some point about revision tips and how to revise and get a successful revision session. I think that'd be really good fun to do. If anyone's got any tips actually on revision, comment here, leave your comments, and we can hopefully build a vlog to help other people. That'd be great. So until next time, I hope you have an amazing weekend. Have a great week next week, and I'll see you next weekend.